Once upon a time, two boys grew up playing hockey in the village of Terrace, British Columbia. One of them went on to play in the National Hockey League. The other became a comedian. Now, one flies planes and coaches youth hockey. The other is still a comedian and owns new skates. This is their podcast, Enjoying Orange Slices with Jeff and Ian.
Hello, everybody. It's Ian Bagg. Welcome to the show. The show is called Enjoying Orange Slices. My name is Ian Bagg. His name is Jeff Sharples. He isn't here this week because he is finishing up this week getting his ratings for flying a new plane. So all that studying he's been doing the last 4 or 5 months coming to fruition, and he's going to be flying the plane soon. So good for you, Jeff. And then next week, his daughter Meg is getting married. So we won't be around next week. Why? Because she's getting married. Jeff has got a big week. And who's going to the wedding? Me and my wife. That's right. I'm getting my eyebrows done. I'm going to brush my teeth, comb my hair. Ooh, put some ice under my bags, under my eyes. And I'm going to a wedding in a suit. It's going to be a lot of fun. Anyways, thanks for watching. This is just going to be a quick 10-minute, just me, no Jeff. So the hockey knowledge is going to be from a donkey named Ian. Oh, my God. It's week 2 of the NHL, and the Toronto Maple Leafs are on a tear and then ran into a little situation called Connor Bedard and the Blackhawks and ended up choking on a huge... Anyways, I still think the Toronto Maple Leafs are going to do very well this year. They seem to have it going on. I think there's a little bit more toughness. I think Ryan Reeves takes a lot of the attention off of the rest of the players on the team because of his attitude, his chirpiness, his strength, his feistiness. I think it's great. I think it's exactly what Toronto's needed all over these years. So congratulations to Toronto and Luciano Cosmare for having a good year. Meanwhile, Montreal not looking as bad as I thought they would for our friend Brian Almey behind the board. They actually look pretty good, but losing Kirby Dach, I think, is huge. 6 months, 6 to 10 months is crazy, but he is injured. ACL, MCL. Let's be honest. Let's be honest, kids. I every so often I just hurt myself and I give up for the day. A guy, I don't know how somebody does an injury like that and mentally is ready to go within 6 to 12 months. So we wish him all the best. I wish him all the best. There's people behind the scenes that work with these guys that are just incredible. I think every sort of business should have these people that work behind the scenes to keep people's minds going, because we don't talk about this being hurt when this gets hurt. And I was pointing at my knee, not my Johnson. Let's continue on. Let's go to the West. Let's just talk about the West. Let's just talk about the West and a young team called the Vancouver Canucks that nobody had any hopes and dreams for, including me. I thought they were going to honk on a big pookie. But they, what did they do? They started the season well by beating the Edmonton Oilers twice. 8-1 the first game, 8-1. And Demko puked in his mask. DeSmith had to come out and wipe it up and finish the game for him. And everybody thought that would be the last that we've seen of him. But Demko was sick for the second game. And DeSmith played the second game and was quite good because our team still lacks a lot of defensive structure. We got everybody's running around the house, got a lot of dogs running around the house. But what a lot of people are blaming in Edmonton are, the goaltenders. But let me tell you something right now. It doesn't matter what goaltender you bring in there until they get that defense figured out in a little town in Alberta called Edmonton. They're not getting anything done. That team is stuck in a canoe without a paddle. They are up a creek without a paddle. And I don't care who you got. If it's, they got the best player in the league, right? And they still can't win. So until you get that defensive thing worked out and everybody playing like a team, they're done. You can't blame the goalies. You can't blame the forwards. You got to blame the defense, because the defense aren't playing with the same attitude as everybody else. And the fact that they couldn't score means a lot. Now, look, I'm just a comedian, but what I'm saying is don't fire anybody. Get rid of some players And we say on the show all the time, more from everybody else, right? So we need more from everybody else. So we got to give them a little bit more ice time. So we got to cut back on a little bit of ice time for everybody else and give a little bit more for everybody else. Okay. Pretty exciting so far. Just myself. No Jeff looking at me like I'm a dummy. This is the best. And this week I'm going to listen to this. So in the next couple of weeks, this is what I planned out. You know how I like to schedule my shows. I like to schedule my shows, maybe go and see a hockey game while I'm in town. Well, this week I'm in Pittsburgh. No, this week I'm in Boston. And where's the Boston Bruins? The Boston Bruins will be in Los Angeles playing in Anaheim, and then LA, and then Vegas, and then San Jose. I think that's how it's going. But I know they're in Los Angeles and in Anaheim. So I will miss both games while Boston is out here, and I will see no games while I'm in Boston. So that is just planning on this guy's calendar. Just stupid. I'm stupid sometimes. Then we get to Pittsburgh the week after Jeff's daughter Meg's wedding. I'm there for 5 shows. Thought I'd go see a game, sneak into town a little early, see the Pittsburgh Penguins, because there's a guy named what I call him? I was called Sidney Crosby. Sidney Crosby plays there, and I thought that'd be nice. I wonder who they'll play. I don't mind who. I don't care who they play. They can play the Western juggernaut, the Columbus Blue Jackets, and I don't mind because I'll go see them play there. And what happens? Who's in Los Angeles? The Pittsburgh Penguins. So I have been screwed by Gary Bettman twice. This in October and November. So Gary Bettman, no need to join any other teams up to the NHL until you can get your schedule figured out to be with my schedule. My schedule should be checked before you start putting all these teams different places. So I will miss the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Boston Bruins. 2 very impressive teams, not everybody's favorite, but 2 very impressive teams. I'll miss them all out here. What else have we got? What else have we got in hockey? Trade today. Vancouver sent Rathbone out to Pittsburgh, which I find very interesting. I would like to talk to Jeff about this. So we have all the old management move over from Pittsburgh to Vancouver. And then most of the things that are happening have seemed, even DeSmith came from Pittsburgh via Montreal, right? And now they got Rathbone going over there. The Lafferty from Toronto, I don't know what his background is, but I love him. Crashes the net, just rough and tumble. That's the way I love it. You know, we're talking a lot about the Vancouver Canucks tonight because there's no Jeff to bring up the Las Vegas Golden Knights. The Vegas Golden Knights, Stanley Cup champions. Now we're talking about the Vancouver Canucks, almost Stanley Cup champions 2, maybe 3 times. Yep, they've been to the finals 3 times and they haven't won, which is way better. Way better. Almost is always better. Who remembers the champs? Nobody remembers the champs. Anyways, what else do I have for you? What else do I got to tell you? Got to do a shout out. Got to do a shout out. Shout it out loud. So while I'm in Pittsburgh, here's the shout out. While I'm in Pittsburgh, I was invited to go to see Kiss at the Hollywood Bowl, and we get to go see them. We get to go to the green. We go backstage. We get to go backstage. But I'm in Pittsburgh, of course. Pittsburgh Penguins are out here, and I'm out there, and blah blah blah. Kiss is playing. I miss it. So I want to give a shout out to Kiss for the invite and for just continuing on, right? Like just going through it, just not stopping. And this old man wants to thank those old men for rocking and teaching everybody you can do and this is my retirement party, and then come out of retirement and just keep going and keep making money. Everybody, just remember that the only business that can stop you is sports. And I'm the same age as Yarmer Yager, and he's still playing hockey. So I'm giving a shout out to Kiss. I'm giving a shout out to Yarmer Yager, and I'm giving a shout out to any old fucker that keeps on doing it just like me. I want to thank our sponsors, Heady Gear. Go to Heady Gear, check out their headygear.com. Check out their bags. We love their backpacks here. They also have duffel bags and stuff like that. You can swag it up the way you want it. We also want to thank you guys for listening, and a big shout out to Jeff, who's welcoming a son into his family. So a big shout out to the Sharples family. And next time we'll see you, I should be nice and hungover. That's right. I'm going to drink at that wedding. I'm going to get all hammered, do the bird dance, have a great time. Anyways, love all.